Hey everybody, it's Michelle, and welcome to my channel. Today's video, as you saw by the thumbnail and the title, we have a new project pan for the second quarter of 2024. You want to see what I thought about the first quarter and what's carrying over to the second quarter? Then keep on watching. Okay, so we are going to start because if you recall, I did say that I wanted to incorporate some of my minis or my travel size just so that I can try to get a bunch of things used up. Not saying that I didn't get close to using some things up. If I would have done makeup every day like I had originally said I was going to, then take these off. You'll see these in another video. If I had done makeup every day, then pretty much everything would have been used up, but it's not. That's okay because some of it is going over into this quarter. But we're going to start out with, was using the Brio toner. As you can see, it's gone down an awful lot. Still haven't used it all up, but this is going to go back in the drawer. And I am wearing my new project pan right now. And here is the new toner. This is the Touch in Sol No Problem toner. And I mean, just using it today, I used up some. So if this runs out, I do have another mini in there, so I will grab out the other mini before going back to the Brio. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So this will be our toner for this quarter. And of course, everything will be listed down in the description box for the new project pan. The old project pan, nothing will be listed. But quarter two project pan for 2024 will be listed down there. Next were my serums. And yeah, serums. So I was using the Glow Recipe little tiny one. That's actually in my empties. I was using this Garnier, which is going back. And then I was using this Peach and Lily Glass Skin. This one is going over into the next project pan, along with a couple more. I'm using this True Skin Vitamin C, and then the Watermelon Face Milk from Fourth Ray, which is a ColourPop brand. For moisturizer, I've gone through a couple of them this quarter, but this was the last one that was being used. This will be going back in the drawer. And I'm pulling out the Glow Recipe. This is not a mini. This is a full size, but I have two of these. So I'm going to try to get this one used up. It's a banana souffle, if I didn't say that. My eye primer, you know, this is never-ending eye primer right here. This will go back. It's the Brio Truffle Eye Serum. So this will go back in the drawer. And I pulled out this Neutrogena Retinol Pro Plus. I believe I got this from Influenster to try out, and I never got a chance to, so I'm doing it now. I'm trying to go through in my head what comes next. So next would be the primer. As you can see, we did get this used pretty well. I mean, it's halfway down. So I'm very proud of the fact that I got a lot of that used up. Again, that's going to go back in the drawer. And I pulled out a mini Tarte base tape. So we'll be using this face primer. It is down to here. And I do believe I have another. Yeah. So if this one gets used up, then we'll go to this one, which is the Benefits Professional. So this is going to be the first one. If this uses up, then I'll switch to this one. But the Tarte one is the only one that will be on my, or in the list of items used on my face. Next, foundation. This one feels pretty empty, but there's still some in it. And as you can see, this one is pretty well used up, but stuff is still coming out of it. So these two I'm going to stick in the project pan and I'm going to use till they're gone. That's not what I have on my face today, but I am going to stick these back in there and I'm going to use these up. And when they're gone, then I'll switch over full time to the new project pan, which is this Wonder Beauty in Fair Light. And then I'm also using the AOA Studios in Buff to try to lighten it up some. I'm not really liking the combinations, so this we may have to revisit in a few weeks. If we do, we do. And this might get tossed. This is feeling a little old, but it is old. And I do have other, I just wanted to use something new, which this is, I've never used this one before. And this I just usually use as a mixer to try to lighten up a shade. So if I'm still not liking the way it's performing, the way it's applying, the way it's looking on my skin, then I will toss this, because this is the problem, not this, and put this back and grab out probably the Purlisse BB cream, because I know that that works, and I've got several of the little minis. But this right now is my project pan. This is what's listed in my project pan. Again, the days that I use the e.l.f., I will switch that out and I will say that I used the e.l.f. that day, but this is the project pan for now. Then for concealer, I was using this Morphe concealer in C125, I believe it is. And this worked really, really well. I like it. If I could, I would repurchase it, but I have enough in there that I need to finish using up. I would repurchase this as well because I did really like this. I'm switching to the Winky Lux Peeper Perfect, and this is in the shade Fair. It's a teeny tiny little thing, but I don't need a whole lot. Okay, we've done that. Powder. So I was using the Ciate London Watermelon Burst, and you see that I am so close to being done with this. This is staying in the collection for the pressed powder. If this runs out, I might grab a different pressed powder. I might not. But this is staying in the project pan. I was using this AOA Studios Puff and Set, and this is in translucent. This is going back. I liked it. It worked well. I really liked the puff that comes with this. I wish every single powder foundation or powder, loose powder, setting powder came with a puff like that, because it makes it so much easier. I cannot for the life of me get it on a brush and put it on my face without it getting everywhere. So I have to use a puff. Speaking of puff, here is the puff that we are going to be using for this quarter. And again, I do have all new brushes for the quarter. We are going to Rachel Couture Translucent Powder. It is a full size. I don't have any other minis that I found. I didn't really look all that hard, to be honest. Then for brows, I was using the Sormé Pomade in Walnut. I will continue using this as a pomade. I was using the Wonder Beauty Clear Brow Gel. This will be going back. There is still some in it. It's hard to tell how much is left, but there's still some in it. I am adding an e.l.f. pencil. I realized today when doing this makeup, I need more practice with the pencil because I kind of messed it up and had to go in with the pomade and fix it. So this needs practice. And so I'm glad I pulled this out for the second quarter, and we will be getting some practice out of this. And then the clear brow gel is going to be Give Them Lala. Again, it's literally just a clear brow gel. No color. I do have some in there that are color that I'd like to use, but that'll have to be a different project pan. For eye primer, can't believe I forgot the eye primer. I was using, again, you all know that the holder thing came out of it. There's still some left in here, not a whole lot, because I have to scrape along the sides. So I am going to use this some more, and just like the e.l.f. one, the e.l.f. foundation, I'll use this until it runs out. But today's look, I did use the new Project Pan, which is the Pretty Vulgar. This has been used before, so it is down quite a bit, but I don't know. I don't really have minis, and I didn't want to grab out one of the white or black one because you never know what the wheel is going to pick, and that would make it very hard. All right, so for the bronzer, we were using the Ciate London and Palm Island. As you can see, you can actually see the actual divots in there, the little honeycomb squares, whatever. So I was getting close to hitting pan. I didn't hit pan. This is going back in the drawer, along with the blush, the Marbled Light and Halo. That you can't see anything. I mean, it used to dome up over the top of it. Let me try to hold it. There, that's steady. There, it used to dome up over top. Now it doesn't. So I did get some use out of that. And then the highlighter is this palette. I don't like this highlighter palette, so I'm going to put this in for a care package to a friend. If anyone wants this palette to try it out, please let me know. I will sanitize it and I will get it sent to you. Let me know in the comment section below if you want this. If nobody wants it, then it's going in the trash. But I'm going to set this over to the side because it's not going back in my collection. Now, we're doing a little different now for the bronzer and blushes. So I have these two e.l.f. They say contouring blush and bronzing. Yeah, they both say contouring blush and bronzing. One of them is in the shade Fiji, and one is in St. Lucia. Un momento, por favor. So this one is St. Lucia. It has the peach color blush. I am using this contour above my forehead and just to add a little more dimension to my face. But the blush that I'm wearing is in Fiji, and that is that pink blush. And I am also using that contour. So I used both contours in just one blush. So these are going into my collection. And then for the highlighter, I'm using the Half Caked Mirror Mirror, and this is in Fortune Faded. There's that. Then for mascara and eyeliner. So I want to continue having a black eyeliner in the Project Pan, so if a look calls for a black eyeliner or I just don't feel like trying to figure out another liner, this eye look actually has the Arsali Cinnamon eyeliner, but I did have the Lock-It in Pearl Black as the Project Pan for the black eyeliner. That is going back in the drawer. And I have pulled out the Urban Decay 24/7 in the shade 0. So this will be my new Project Pan. So if there's ever a black eyeliner, I'll probably just say I'm using my Project Pan for my eyeliner. Then for mascara, we did have two. We were down to one. This one is getting pretty close to being empty, but it's not. So I think I'm going to put this back. I think. No, this is empty. So this will go into my empties. So we were replacing with the Colossal mascara from Maybelline. This will be my top one because of the brush is fluffy. So I like a fluffy brush for the top. Finding Ferdinand Lash Lift. This is very stubby bristles. So this will be for my bottom, which is what I'm wearing now. And then Ciate London Setting Spray is what we had for the last Project Pan. We got some pretty good use out of it. We are switching over to the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. This one is in the fragrance Peach. So we'll see if we can get this used up. If we can, then we're going to switch back over to the Ciate London. But for right now, we're sticking with that project pan. So here is our project pan for the second quarter 2024. Let me know all of your thoughts. Are you guys following along in the project pan? Do you like the updates monthly? Or would you just rather me at the very end say, okay, here's what's left and kind of do a video like this one? Let me know in the comment section below. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, guys, remember, be kind to one another and know that you are loved, you are appreciated, and you are important. Bye, guys.